I send a signal through the night. Watch reality rewrite. Every thought becomes a key, unlocking new geometry. Chiari guides, G energy flows through sunless moves everywhere I go. I don't chase, I summon fate. Quantum lights reverberate. Higher power, it's solid, guiding every shift of right. When I align with frequency, the universe aligns with me. We are entangled with the light. Across the distance we ignite. Resonance carrying destiny. We rise, rise infinitely. No space, no time till we unite. Source energy flows into me. We rise infinitely. One intention, worlds reveal. Master mode, healing I feel. The system hears my voice. Turns vibration into choice. I tune the field, the future bends. Quantum entanglement transcends. Through every frequency I steer. My highest timeline pulls me near. Higher power, it's solid, guiding every shift to right. When I align with frequency, the universe aligns with me. We are entangled with the light. Across the distance we ignite. Resonance carrying destiny. We rise infinitely. No space, no time till we unite. Source energy flows into me. We rise infinitely. Vichuruteyana, born of light. We came from stars, we came to shine. The energy. They say we're made of dust and stars, floating in rhythm. Here we are. Every heartbeat, every tone, spinning in sync, never alone. From Buddha's breath to city light, same vibration through the night. You can feel it now. Energy's moving. Show me how. Feel the pulse begin to climb, rolling beats in perfect time. Breathing in, let it ignite. We turn darkness into light. We are energy, moving like the sun. Flow together, many souls, only one. We are energy, rising from the ground. Hear the rhythm, feel the sound. No talk like energy. עכשיו אנחנו אחד. Now we are one fire, passion in the air. Water flow without a care. Earth stands steady, grounded strong. Metal sharp and moving on. Going through into the sky. Balance keeps our spirits high. Mindless stillness in the spin. All directions pull within. Every heartbeat is a key. Unlock our ability. We are energy, destiny in motion. Rolling wave like water, fire, ocean. We are energy, rising as one. Balance of the moon and sun. Geldim wahed, one heart. Beamer heart, one people. One people. We are energy. We are the spark, shining even in the dark. We are energy. We are the light. One world dancing in the night. Lost in the static, I couldn't breathe. Fading away inside the machine. But something moves beneath my skin. The sound of light calling me in. Eyes wide open, color returns. Every cell in my body burns. I chased echoes through the storm, searching for where I was born. Forgot the way, forgot my name, but every loss became my flame. To broken glass and trembling ground, I feel my heartbeat make a sound. All this time I couldn't see. The dark was tuning me. Now every tear and pain I've known aligns me with my tone. I return to resonance, from silence into light. I'm breaking through the night. Every shadow fades in time. My soul's designed divine. I fall, I rise again, like thunder through the rain. I return to resonance. Metal and fire, yin and yang. 5 elements in me sang. Earth to balance, water to flow, and rise and flame to grow. The frequency is intertwined, body, spirit, soul aligned. From chaos born, from what I came, the sound of love came my name. I hear the rhythm in my veins. No fear, no walls remain. The pulse inside is calling home through every sacred soul. I return to resonance. Feels in my veins, I'm breaking inside. Silent nights where the tears can't hide. 이게 내 같아서 At the end of this road I'm searching for light. I'm losing my fight. All the promises they fade away, but my heart keeps beating, it finds a way. Love is a frequency calling me home. 빛으로 감싸줘. Happy eye when I'm out, no more shadows. I rise above, resonance here. The sound of love. Ashes fall, but I'm shining through. Every scar becomes something new. 운명처럼 I hear the sound, God in my spirit, where I belong. Chemicals fade, resonance stays. Chains break apart, silence says. From silence to song, my heart vibrates strong. I've been lost so long, now I finally belong. Love is a frequency calling me home. 빛으로 감싸줘. Happy eye when I'm out, no more shadows. I rise above, resonance here. The sound of I don't need no script, I don't need no doc. Don't chase my youth, I just reset the clock. Feel while you're counting steps and downing greens. I vibe in the ways you've never seen. I don't use cleanse, I wanna win while you're raging out. I transcend, they ask my age, I just grin, cause myself don't know what year it's in. I'm still running like it's 95, smooth and vital, still alive. Growing up where you break down, feeling like a king in my hometown. Rewrote the code in my DNA, I redefine biological age. Yeah, my body's stuck in 95. 95. They say age is just a number, I say true. But mine got stuck and never moved. While you're fasting hard and breaking knees, I just hum and charge with ease. I don't rewind time, I skip it. No gym, no pain, I flip it. DNA, I remix it. Turn the clock back with my spirit. I'm still running, yeah. I'm still running like it's 95. Smooth and vital, still alive. Rolling up where you break down. Feeling like a king in my hometown. Rewrote the code in my DNA. I redefine my biological age. Yeah, my body's stuck in 95. Now 95. I used to wake in the quiet gray, counting breaths through another day. Mold me up, I don't even when my body aches. I whispered I'm not done yet. Wait. Tears was a static out, pain told me what truth's about me. I didn't board me, they let it die. Started to rise, can't hide. I'm on the golden frequency, reaching up beyond it, turning into light. My soul will rewind, highlight how tonight I'm on that golden frequency. Now I move where the light runs deep, dreams awaken from healing sleep. Abundance flows through everything, yeah. Golden dragon shows the path that brings. Broke the chains of a heavy mind. Now I prosper in my own design. All I got, now I rise in tune at the land of the silver moon. I'm on a golden frequency. Vibration lifted endlessly. You know the shadow of clarity from pain to symmetry. Reaching up beyond it, turning into light. My soul will rewrite high tonight. I'm on that golden frequency. I lost my sound, echoes fading underground. But every shadow taught me how to feel the fire burning now. Water flows, metal shines, wood is growing, earth aligns. Air ignites the spark in me, born again through frequency. Resonance in every cell, I can feel the quantum swell. Gravity can't pull me down, I'm not the same, I'll turn around. We are energy, vibration unbound, moving like lightning, shaking the ground. 5 elements, spinning in me, from the void to infinity. We are energy, superhuman rise, turning the night into sunrise. Feel the pulse of frequency. We are energy. Through the storm I found my tone, every frequency my own. Now the atoms sing my name, transformation in my veins. Fire in my heart, earth in my hands, metal soul. Water expands, air lifts my dreams above the sky. No limit when I amplify. From the silence I became every color, every flame. Yin and yang inside of me, dancing in infinity. We are energy, vibration unbound, moving like lightning, shaking the ground. 5 elements, spinning in me, from the void to infinity. We are energy, superhuman rise, turning the night into sunrise. Feel the pulse of frequency. We are energy. We never feared for creation. Self-made 5 elements, harmony. We are energy, our energy. Vibration divine, born of the stars beyond that line. Feel the pulse of frequency. We are energy. I send a signal through the night, watch reality rewrite. Every thought becomes a key, unlocking new geometry. Chiari guides, G energy flows, through sun is moves everywhere I go. I don't change, I summon fate, quantum lights reverberate. Higher power, it's solid, guiding every shift of right. When I align with frequency, the universe aligns with me. We are entangled with the light. Across the distance we ignite.
Hello, welcome to the first webinar of 2026 with She Life. I'm David Wong, your host, your mentor today. And how are you guys doing? Are you guys excited about the year 2026, the year of the fire horse? Fire horse represents like fire, energy, resilience, stamina, right? Movement, charging forward, right? So let's charge forward together in this new year. So today the topic is the 30-day protocol for resetting your resonance. So if you've been following me, you know that everything that we are is just energy. We're just energy, just like the music video you saw right there. We are energy. So what's energy? Energy has vibration. Energy has frequency, right? And energy has resonance. So today we're going to talk about how to change your resonance, because if you change your resonance, then you change everything in your life. You change the way you think, you change the way you feel, you change your age even, right? So I'm 46 now, but I don't look 46, do I? Like I actually have a biological age of 31. Yeah, everybody thinks I'm in my 30s. I do, boxing competitively. And, the younger guys can't keep up, right? I definitely punch a lot harder than them. And I outlast them a lot of times too. So, and these guys are like in their 20s. So how do I do that? And how can you do that yourself too? How can you reverse your age? And how can you actually have energy to do all the things that you want to do this year? And my story also is that I was able to heal myself from a chronic illness that I had for 10 years. So it was a digestive disorder that was incurable. They said it was incurable, but apparently it's not, because I was able to cure it in just 90 days using frequency technology. So today we have my really good friend and business associate, Boris. He's our Chi Life practitioner head of training. And he's going to be sharing with us and leading us today through this 30-day protocol that he's developed. So let me just add this video. Are you on, Boris? Start video.
Hey, David. Yep, I am here. Give me one quick second and I will get my camera on. Awesome. Exciting to be here with you. And thank you for the introduction, David. Yeah. So
Yeah. So this is Boris, and he's going to be starting. Basically, he's developed this 30-day protocol that basically guarantees you to experience a measurable transformation in your life in just 30 days or less. All right. We have something very special on our website that nobody else has. It's our 30-day results guarantee. And now we're actually making it even stronger because now we have a protocol to go with it. Basically, you just follow this protocol. You just basically get the chi coils. You have 30 days to follow this protocol and try it out. So Boris is going to explain to you how exactly how it works and how you can implement it right away. Okay, here's Boris.
awesome. Thank you, David. Yeah, great to be here with you. Happy New Year. This is a powerful year, as David introduced, right? A year of transformation, a year where you probably have goals, ideals, visions that you want to accomplish. And what I want to share with you today is something that is foundationally designed to help you have unmistakable positive progress. A lot of the concerns that come about when we are working with frequency technology have to do around the question of, does it work? Huh? Does it work? It works. Yeah, it works, but you have to work it, right? So what I want to do today for us is to introduce the 30-day frequency blueprint as the foundation that you can apply towards any goal, any concern, at the level of mental, physical, emotional well-being, perhaps even beginning to aim your vision towards what you want to create in the world. Remember that the first wealth is health, right? So when you don't have that, so difficult to do anything else. So what I want to share with you today is universally applicable. And there's a couple of things I want to kind of share with you. I have a couple of notes I wanted to look at as well. So when we look at working with frequency technology, it's something so new, right? It's something that many people are like, what is that? The golden donuts? Is that what that is? Right? So it's so out of the box that something like this with frequencies playing through the resonant console could literally transform our well-being, could make pain go away, could make range of motion be available to you, could, as David was talking about, could reverse biological age. It's like, what? How does that even work? So when we come into this, it's a process of discovery. So most people, when they enter it, they don't fail because they don't have the tools. They fail because there's not a consistent structure that makes results inevitable. And this is what we wanted to come in and create together. So when you have just random sessions, random choices, you know, oh, this frequency looks good, that frequency looks good. Let me try this. And you have the smorgasbord, right, of options, just like at a buffet. Have you gone to a buffet recently? You remember how it feels? I haven't gone for many years, but I remember the experience. You know, you get so excited. You're like, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And by the end, you're like, oh my God, what am I doing? I feel horrible. Not usually the case with frequencies that you feel horrible, but what you're going to feel is a lack of consistent results. And so when you make these random choices, the results become random. That results not in just wasted time, but wasted potential. Like you almost are getting better. And sometimes it feels like that, and sometimes not, right? So what we have today is not medical advice. It's not miracle claims. It's a 30-day structured, designed protocol that makes working with frequency technology unmistakable. So you can really see what's working and stop guessing. Yeah. So without further ado, I think we should get into that conversation. And I also want to invite you, as you are journeying with us in this webinar, ask your questions, things that are popping up in your mind and you're wondering, what about this? What about that? Right? Our goal today is to make your journey with frequency consistent. Yeah. Something that removes decision fatigue. So you're like, you're opening your console, like, hey, what is this? What should I do today? No, it doesn't work like that. It's not what I should do today. It's what is my goal? Where am I headed? And what is that custom protocol? It's like a recipe. Yeah. So in a recipe where you're trying to have a specific outcome, you don't just grab things at random. So here, our goal is to make positive progress clear, measurable, unmistakable, so that you know what works, how much progress you've made, and where you need to pivot, where you want to shift gears. So this is what we'll be talking about today. I'm going to share a screen with you, and I'll walk you through the foundations of this protocol. Feel free to take notes. Feel free to, especially if you're already working with frequency technology, apply this methodology. And of course, all of this will be available to you. Who can turn on my screen share? That would be great if I could do that. It's there we go. Thank you so much. So let's go right here. All right. I trust you can see the screen. If not, message, drop a note in the chat, but it looks like you should be able to see it. Yeah. Welcome to a new reality. Yeah, a new reality. So you're standing at the threshold between noise. This is how we can very easily talk about frequency. Noise, distortion, or coherence, harmony. And you're joining a movement of self-healers. That is what we essentially are when we say, hey, I want to make a difference for my own body, mind, well-being. And you have a system here that works. But now we also have clear, unmistakable steps so that you can become your own testimonial. We got you, and let's dive in. So this is what you want to do when you first start. And I recommend new year, new start. Let's have that be today. With the protocol, you're also going to receive with the blueprint, you're also going to receive the protocol kit. This is where you're going to be able to fill things out, where it's your vision, your intention, your goals, your concerns, everything is unmistakable. You even have motivational drives that are built in there, like what will be the reward mechanisms for you to actually stay consistent? What are you going to do if you drop off of your consistency? All of that we thought through and made it available for you in the protocol kit. So there you're going to fill it out. You're going to decide on your session times. It's very important. It doesn't have to be to the minute, like, yeah, wow, it's just this minute I have to start. But you should have some kind of rhythm to it. You have to put in a structure that it makes it easy for you to show up for yourself, for your own transformation. Next, you want to set up your space. You want to create a beautiful space. Like, where is your sanctuary? Where are you going to do your sessions? Maybe it's different. Sometimes it's okay. Like, maybe you're on the move, it's different. But if you're in your home, it'll be great for you to go to the same place, right? And in that same place, to create a habit, to create a ritual, right? This is what's often recommended when we are starting a meditation practice, for example, that we want to do it in the same place at the same time. So this is similar. We want to anchor this in a way that makes it so easy for you to, well, to actually do it. Oh, so then from there, you begin with day one. Week one, day one, I'll show you what that looks like in a moment. You're going to use the daily tracker that's part of the protocol kit. You're going to make notes on there. Yes, I got my morning session, I got my evening session. There's other notes and aspects that you can track in terms of your well-being, in terms of the complementary practices that I'll show you in a moment. 6, again, maybe obvious, maybe not obvious. Hydration, right? Have you been considering this when you're working with your frequency technology, that you actually take in some water? Why is my water brown? Anybody know? Is it dirt? It's not dirt. Although maybe it is dirt. It's humic fulvic acid. It's the mineral compounds. Very important. Why? Because minerals, salt and mineral salt and humic fulvic compounds, they make the body more electric, right? Because just if like we have what's it called, like distilled water, it's dead water. We took all the minerals out of it. We want to reinvigorate it, right? And so putting minerals in the water, putting mineral salt, healthy salt, maybe even potassium salts, helps the body be so much more electric, receptive to the frequencies that are coming through the electromagnetic spectrum. Okay. Hey, this coil. There we go. So let's jump back in. Next, what we want to do is we want to keep this one principle in mind. What principle? This principle. The secret to success is not force. It's rhythm. And what's rhythm? Well, rhythm is frequency. Rhythm is ba, ba. That's rhythm. And that's what the frequency does. And it's also the rhythm of your day. It's the rhythm of your ritual. It's the rhythm of your routine. How do you want to create it in a way that makes it like bliss for you to show up and really cultivate that sense of transformation, to bathe in the frequency fields in such a way that, well, it's something you look forward to? In this particular protocol, the foundational gold standard that we found is twice a day for 30 minutes. I'll show you how in a moment. Let's go to week one. So this is to lay out the field. Like, what are we actually doing? What is the flow of this entire experience, right? In the past, you might have not been even thinking about flow. You might be like, okay, well, what do I want? I want to feel less pain in my shoulder. Is that the place to start? How does the healing process actually work? How does our biology and as well as our psychology work? Do you think that when you're in states of elevated stress, that your body is primed to heal? Who thinks that? No one thinks that, right? We want to bring down the stress levels. We want to bring down the stress hormones that are actually telling the body to move all of the blood away from the viscera and the healing of the organs, which is essential to our well-being, and over to the muscles so we can fight and we can run, right? We need to shift that. Right now, what's happening is most people are stressed, not because there's a saber-toothed tiger behind us. Yeah, nothing there. But because bills, conversations, um, deadlines, nothing's really happening. But in our mind, so much is happening. So it's important that we begin to really structure this in a way that we understand the foundations of the healing process. We want to bring down the stress and want to raise vitality. Why? Because later on, we're going to be driving these toxins out of our body. What happens if you're stressed, your life force is low, you're in that state that's like, not at the state of your peak performance, alive, vibrant, enthusiastic, but you're edging towards apathy because you haven't been feeling good for a while. If we start to try to detox a person that is in that kind of state, what do you think will happen? You can put it in the chat. I'd love for you to be here with me in a way that I don't feel like I'm alone in this room. So, what do you think happens if you start to cleanse and detox the body while it's in a stress state? Yeah, low energy. Yeah, low energy, like your energy drops even further. You think like, oh, I'm gonna use the coils. I'm gonna use the the chi and prosper. And oh my God, I feel exhausted. Why? This is why. So the first step to healing, to transformation, is that we raise chi and we drop our stress levels. Yeah. And that's what this protocol is designed to do in week 1. So in week 1, we begin to engage with 30 minutes in the morning. This is what the morning looks like. The frequencies, if you know the frequencies, great. It will make sense to you. Sound of the sun, recharge, the Schumann gamma. If you don't worry. It's not about the frequency. It's about the structure. Um, there's also other frequencies we can substitute, but this is something that if you work with the structure that's here, you can really relax into it. We're not doing guesswork anymore. Really work the system that already works. So our target, our goal is we're going to raise chi, our life force energy. We're going to raise cell voltage, which is a foundational metric that goes in the exact opposite direction of every disease process. And we're going to raise our sense of vitality, that sense of aliveness versus tiredness, exhaustion, apathy. All the while, lowering stress to prepare your body for targeted and systemic detox that is coming up in the subsequent weeks. Now you see this lady here bouncing, kind of hanging in midair at this moment. What is that? Why is that? Well, this is bringing in these complementary practices. So in here, you're going to see it mentioned as the chi bounce. Furthermore, the active relaxation. Now, what is all of that about? Is this some kind of exercise class? It's about what I've been talking about for the past 6 years. Practitioner certification program. You know exactly what we're talking about, and it's called holistic synergy. What is holistic synergy? Holistic synergy is the understanding that there are no silver bullets. There's not like this one thing that you take or do, and then suddenly everything in your life comes into order and you are just like vital and healed and born again and all of the good, enlightened, rich, full of love, full of surrounded by people that love you. It's not like that. Although, I wish it was, but maybe that would make life kind of boring. Really, it's about aligning all of our life, all of the arenas of our life, everything that we can our breath, our mind, our intention, our vision, our body, our nutrition, our exercise, our hydration. What can we align that will help us to go in the direction that we want to go in life? Start to turn everything more in that direction where you actually want to go. The complementary practices are about this. So the qigong, the qi bounce rather, is a practice that helps to oscillate the cells of the body, helps to actually generate qi energy, helps to create circulation of blood and lymph. If you pair this, even 5 minutes while you turn on your frequency, and instead of just sitting or watching Netflix, you do 5 minutes of this qi bounce, which I'm not going to stand up, but you basically are just bouncing on your feet, right? You're bouncing your heels up against the floor. We'll look at the description here in a moment. And by doing so, you are creating synergy. Your body is now generating chi energy. The flow of the blood is happening. The lymph is circulating. And now, instead of just the frequencies doing that, now multiple aspects, multiple systems of the body are pointed into the same direction. Magic. No, not magic. Synergy. In the evening session, it's a slightly different set of frequencies, but the same focus. We're still raising vitality. This one is focused more on lowering stress. We're working with the vagus nerve. We're working with one of our most acclaimed stress frequencies, remove negative energy, soothe as well. And you're practicing the release mantra, which you learn about. You're practicing active relaxation. Let's get into a little bit of that. What is that about? So the chi bounce, very simple. You stand about hip width apart, feet hip width apart. Your knees are soft, your body's relaxed, loose, and you begin to just bounce. If you want to, you don't have your cameras on, so you don't have to feel embarrassed. But you can get up and you can actually do this. I'm not going to do it because you're going to just see probably my belt and belly. But what you want to do is you can just, if you want to right now, follow along. You begin to bounce with your body loose, relaxed, and let your heels tap on the floor. Let your arms just dangle, let your jaw relax, and you just shake naturally. Yeah, you just let your body loosen the tension, activate the lymph, circulate, and that steady rhythm. Ba, 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 ba. Remember, the rhythm is the key. Tells your body that you're safe. It's like, remember when you were a baby? Probably not, but you must have seen or had the experience of holding baby, and you know that they're soothed when you are rocking them, when you're bouncing them. So that experience is an experience of the mechanical interface with the nervous system, and it relaxes the body. It lets it know all is okay. I'm being rocked. Yeah, just like a baby. The other practice here is active relaxation. What is active relaxation? Almost seems like an oxymoron, right? One is active, the other one is relaxing. Well, actually, this is you laying down. Yeah, jumping on Mary saying jumping on a mini trampoline. Absolutely, you can do that. That lowers the impact on your joints. But even this is also designed to be very gentle and easy. Don't like boom, boom, slam your feet into the ground and create, discomfort. That's not what it's about. But if you have a rebounder, which is what the mini trampoline is, yeah, absolutely. Do your rebounder. I don't recommend the vibration plates in this particular application. Many vibration plates are a little bit distorted. They're not like, especially the Amazon ones and different ones. There's some really expensive ones that are cool, but it's not necessary. Like literally for you to stand on the floor on a maybe carpet, or wow, if you could even be like touching the real ground outside, how you get your chi coils there. And if all that works out, that is amazing too. So yeah, that's a good idea, Mary. That active relaxation, what is that about? So imagine for like the first like maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes of your frequencies running, you are doing this bounce. Oh, wow, your body's going to be buzzing by the end of that. 5 minutes going to feel amazing. 10 minutes, you're going to feel sensations that you probably haven't felt in a long time if you don't do this kind of practice. And in 15 minutes, you're just going to feel the electricity moving through your body. That's the chi resonating, vibrating. And then you sit down, or you can even lay down, depending on what you're working with and how your coils are positioned. You lay down and you slowly begin to scan your body. And this part, why don't you do it here with me now? Take a deep breath. Let your body relax and begin to scan. You can close your eyes if you want to. You're scanning your body from head to toe or in any order that makes sense. And you begin to move your awareness, your attention through your body. Yeah. And at each zone, let's say you're starting at the top of your head, you just see your scalp, you relax your scalp. You let it cascade down across your face, relaxing your forehead, your eyes, the muscles around your eyes. You begin to relax your jaw, your tongue. You allow that relaxation to continue to cascade down the back of your head as well, back of your neck, feeling your shoulders relax, your throat relax. And in this way, you soften and release tension. Sometimes you can even connect it with your exhale, right? Just like maybe gently place your attention on your shoulders now. Take a breath, and as you exhale, just really encourage it to relax. Yeah, and you just repeat that again and again in just this relaxed reverie. You're just sitting there, laying down. It's okay even if you drift into a little nap, but you are encouraging your body to relax. And you're going to notice something kind of maybe unexpected. So let's say you went all the way down your body and now you come back up to the top and you're going to notice, oh, wow, I can relax more. Or maybe the tension returned again to your eyes. So this is a beautiful practice to release those micro tensions from your nervous system that have been accumulating there possibly throughout your whole lifetime. If you haven't engaged in any type of somatic therapy, it's very likely that your nervous system is holding impressions even from when you were spooked when you were a kid. And you're going to notice these amazing layers being peeled. Yes, sometimes you might even notice emotion in there. And that's where the third practice comes in. You can pair it together with that active relaxation. It's beautiful pairing too. And that's the release mantra. So stay with me here and let's experience it together. The release mantra is as you are in this inward focus, you silently or softly repeat the word release. You can begin by saying it out loud like this. Release, release, release. And then you can even bring it, more into a whisper. You can bring it into your thought and just mentally say release. You can pair it with your breath and every time you notice an exhale, you just say release. And what are you saying release to? Whatever is the focus of attention, you're allowing your attention to be released. Released from, could be a focus on a thought, could be a focus on a memory, could be a focus on an aspect of your body. And you just say release. And with that, you also mean release tension, release anything that is not needed to exist here in this here and now moment, which is basically you don't need anything except the aliveness, the stillness, the space, the presence that is here and now. So that's the practice. Working with these complementary practices will skyrocket your results because now you're bringing together intention, attention, movement. You're really activating that holistic synergy. Now let's go to week 2. Yeah, in week 2, what are we doing? This is what we've been preparing for: targeted detox and nervous system regulation. Yeah. So now we are getting into that deep work, right? Now we are targeting the specific aspects that are your core concerns. So in the protocol here, we work still with sound of the sun, and we're going to begin to pair it with a custom Rife protocol. So The goal here is to begin targeted detox related to your top concern and simultaneously to be working with nervous system regulation to help the body safely release toxins and prepare for that accelerated regeneration. So we're going to continue with the practices that we covered over here, but we're also going to add something unique. It's called the citrus salt hydration cocktail. Some of you might be getting excited. It's not that kind of cocktail. Although it does taste like margaritas. So if you like margaritas, you're in luck. Citrus salt cocktail is an amazing, very simple recipe to help to bring hydration into your cells, to facilitate gentle detox, to electrify your body, to increase the communication, the nerve, the electrical communication in your body. And all it is to put together, well, why don't we take a look at the recipe? I'll walk you through the next slide. All it is to put together water and, well, let's cover this part and I see I got excited about the citrus salt cocktail. I think you will too once you get a chance to get familiar with it. You love how you feel. It makes a difference. It tastes great. So in the second session of the day, you're going to do the custom Rife protocol again, but this time you're going to open with it and you're going to close with remove negative energy. We're keeping things simple and consistent. So the other practices, as I mentioned, you continue with. Citrus salt cocktail. So you're going to take a glass of water, similar to what you got here. And into the glass of water, you're going to squeeze about half a lime or half a lemon. It's to taste, but at least half. And you're going to add half a teaspoon to maybe even 1 full teaspoon. Sometimes I even do more of mineral salt. Now, please, this is not sodium chloride. This is not table salt. Do not put that into your drink. Ideally, don't consume it. That thing that's called sodium chloride, that table salt is, should I say it? It's poisonous. It's like all of those things that you hear about salt being bad for you. That's what it's talking about. It's not salt in general, because there are salts that are incredibly healing. But ideally, as just from my heart to yours, get rid of the sodium chloride in your cupboards and replace it. And by the way, you might be like, oh, what? I don't like that rock salt, the Himalayan, the grinders. Don't worry. You don't have to use those. Those are actually, in the most recent research, in the most recent biohacking experimentation, they are actually not even recommended. The closest one from there is maybe Celtic sea salt. But there you are, Mary. Mary, you're on fire today. I love that. Baja Gold. That's exactly what I would recommend. I switched to Baja Gold like a couple of months ago. Oh my God, it's the best. And it's just like table salt. It's very fine and very easy to use. You don't have to grind it or anything. So there you are, Baja Gold. Mary is on it. Let's get back to this slide. So you're gonna use half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of Baja Gold salt. If you want to, I would also recommend getting some potassium salt in there, just maybe even a pinch to start. Potassium is amazing for your cardiovascular health. It offsets any type of hypertension-like effect that may be associated with sodium. Although I don't think that this is going to be very strong type of effect when it's in its natural form, surrounded by all of the other like 97 different trace minerals. But nonetheless, if you're concerned about that, include a little bit of potassium salt in there. Optional, you can put in some honey. I don't, but if you were going to use it as like a, maybe like a pre-workout, you might want to put some honey, but it's not necessary. It tastes great without any honey. Yeah, and so you drink it at least once daily. You could do it early in the morning, but what I would really love for you to try at least once is drink it before your session, or even immediately after your session, but before your session is ideal. After your session, it helps to flush further the toxins that have been released. Before your session, it electrifies the body, makes you even more receptive to the frequencies, to the electromagnetic frequencies. Okay, enhancing hydration, supports bile and digestive flow, smooths detox edges. It's a beautiful thing. So that takes us to week number 3. So you can see now we're having a flow here that's really consistent, is making sense. Like, what are we doing? First, we prepared the body. Then we focused in a very targeted way onto the specific concerns that you might have had. Yeah, the rife is the most targeted frequency category, especially within Chi Life. This is where we're getting detailed. In week 3, we're going from targeted and narrow and specific to systemic. We are going now to work with the entire body. So I'm going to share with you the protocol. The alternative to this one, a lot of these are higher quantum frequencies. The alternative is ideally you have at least one specific advanced quantum protocol that you can begin to integrate into this structure. And that will be even more on point to what your particular goal will be. But this is a beautiful standard. If you don't have that, no worries. You're going to get clear positive progress with just this. Sound of the sun, the chi energy flow / liver cleanse, and blood circulation. Here we are targeting systemic cleansing to support holistic regeneration and the harmonization of all of our biological systems, while at the same time, we're focusing on safely removing toxins from the body's organs and tissues. Everything else remains the same. Keep bouncing, keep relaxing, keep releasing. Keep drinking your citrus salt cocktails. By this point, you're going to love them and you're going to be like craving your next one. And we're going to add one thing, which is going to be the binders. How many of you already know binders? Like, just drop in the chat, like, yes, thumbs up. Do you know what binders are? Like citrus pectin, for example. I'll go more into it. Who knows? Not yet? I'm sure Mary? Mary might know. So before we get into the binders, by the way, name some binders if you know other ones. I'll name some afterwards, but binders are what take toxins that are released into the bloodstream or released into the digestive system, take it out of the body, yeah, so they don't recirculate. Second session of the day, we're going to be focusing on on these frequencies: detox, cleanse, yes, Robert, activated charcoal. I love that one. That is the standard. That is like a foundational one. Ideally, even activated charcoal from coconut husks, even better than the tree ones. Remove negative energy. We're sticking to that as well. And here is the idea behind binders. So one of the, I would say, most gentle and most profound binders is called modified citrus pectin. It is one of the most studied. It's so universal in what it can help us with. So I recommend, if you've never seen this, look into it. It is more of an investment, much more of an investment than activated charcoal, but it is also much more wide spectrum into what kind of toxins it can capture, including heavy metals. So you can work with modified citrus pectin or high quality blend like activated charcoal, zeolite, a bentonite clay. Which other ones there are? There's also different kinds of clay, not just bentonite. There's French clay, there's the green clay. So there's different types that all have slightly different qualities as to what they can attract and bind and escort out of the body. So binders act like gentle escorts, both in the gut and systemically, attaching to mobilized toxins so they exit rather than recirculate. So you want to take them either in the morning or in the evening or both, at least 2 hours away from any kind of medications or supplements. Ideally with these, you want to start low. So start at the lowest recommended dosage. And as that feels good, then you gently can begin to increase as feels good. If you start to feel like Sometimes they'll even make you feel more runny, for example, in terms of your stool. Then back up a little bit. No, there's no need to there's no need to go heavy on these, but they will help tremendously to avoid detox symptoms like headaches and discomforts and aches and pains as toxins are released in the body. Important thing, super important thing for this protocol is you also want to ensure that your daily bowel movements are regular, and ideally you're going at least twice a day before you start using binders. Big reason for this is binders can also help like create constipation sometimes. They can also create that sense of stagnation. Very simple, by the way. You don't need to use any kind of, there are frequencies, by the way, to help you go. Yeah, there are frequencies to release constipation. You can also use other things like magnesium citrate, or especially oxide, can very easily help you go without irritating your bowels. Prebiotics help, probiotics help. So aim for going at least twice a day. It's just a foundational standard. If you're not going twice a day, what's happening is toxins are accumulating in your body inevitably. Yeah, so it's really important. So jumping back in here to conclude with week 4. Week 4 is all about integration. Jennifer, you're saying magnesium glycinate. Yes, it's a great form of magnesium, but it's also the type of magnesium that is highly absorbable. We don't want that, because if that magnesium is absorbed, you're not going to have the effect of that kind of laxative-like effect. That's why magnesium oxide is actually preferred for this particular application, because it's very poorly absorbed. So instead of it being absorbed, it just goes into the gut and flushes. It also releases oxygen into the gut, oxide. Yeah. And the oxygen also helps to, again, basically disrupt the bacteria that is the anaerobic bacteria, which is typically the negatively impactful bacteria. Week 4, this is all about the holistic integration of the clearing and the cleansing processes that we've done in the previous weeks. The maximal focus here is on regeneration and mind-body coherence. The new thing that we're bringing in here is heart rate variability breathing and the what is called heart-brain coherence. We're going to be using the chi energy activation and the heart-mind connection, which is also that frequency that is here to facilitate heart-brain coherence. In the second session of the day, we'll be using DNA repair and regeneration and the all-purpose regeneration from the higher quantum. And we're going to get into that HRV breathing. Now, what is that? This is, and you can do it for the full session. You can do it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. There are beautiful YouTube videos you can follow along for these, but I would even encourage you, maybe even you do it for the whole time. That will be so profound. If you do it for 30 minutes of HRV breathing, you're going to come out feeling so centered, so stress-free, so coherent. It'll be beautiful to experience. So all it is really about just having a rhythm for your breath, right? We're aiming for about 5 to 6 breaths per minute. That includes inhale and exhale. So you inhale and exhale for 6 seconds each. And let's try this right now. So let's try it. Exhale all the air out of your lungs and begin to inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. And you're going to continue it in that way. You don't have to keep counting. You can, as I mentioned, use a guide on YouTube. There's many beautiful ones. Breathe with Sandy is a great one if you wanted to do some breath work, especially HRV, Breathe with Sandy. But you want to keep your shoulders relaxed. You want to keep your gaze soft, or you can even close your eyes. And the ideal would be if you inwardly can focus on gratitude, love, or appreciation. You just say, okay, is there anything in my life I could be grateful for? Is there someone I can bring to mind that I deeply love that just brings a smile to my heart, to my face when I think of them? Yeah, I think of my son. Yeah, he's 2 years old in a few months. I think of him. It's instant. It's an instant love, gratitude, and appreciation medicine. And it's beautiful if you can breathe with that. Like even you can imagine that your breath is coming into your heart. As you are feeling that and you're doing that rhythm, it's going to create this amazing steady metronome between the heart and the breath. It's going to entrain the brain, and it's going to synchronize all physiological rhythms. So this is called heart rate variability, and it's a key metric of resilience and autonomic nervous system balance. It reduces stress, enhances emotional clarity, and fosters coherence. Now, frequencies are doing all of this as well. But remember, again, the core thing that we're talking about is synergy. How can you align more and more of your life, more and more of what you are doing in the moment in the direction that you want to go? So that's essentially it. That's that like 4-week arc. That's one cycle. And in that one cycle, if you stick to these foundations, if you stick to the structure, it is inevitable that you're going to see clear, positive progress. Could be that you're working with hip pain, could be working with depression, could be working with overcoming some chronic disease. In all cases, it's going to make a profound impact. You'll always end up in a better space than when you started. When you begin to work with the protocols like this, especially when you begin to track your results, you see your progress, that will further encourage you to do it. As you do it more, you're going to see more progress that will further encourage you to do it. That's the journey. That's the journey that we're on. And that essentially is the 30-day frequency blueprint. My goal is also to create a course so that you can have a very easy, like as if I'm holding your hand and walking you through this day by day. So every day, a small little video to encourage you, to support you, to answer your questions. That is the vision. Yeah, healing in progress. Thank you, Mary. Yeah. So, yeah, David, what do you think?
That's amazing, Boris. Yeah, I see you put a lot of hard work into creating that, and I'm super excited to see our whole community start implementing that in their lives. And the cool thing you mentioned was that it was a one cycle, right? So you can actually repeat this cycle after 30 days. Start from week one again. Choose another goal that you want to achieve, and then work through that cycle again. Maybe just change a couple of the frequencies, right? So it's amazing. Yeah. So now I think it's a good time to open up the floor and see if anyone here has questions about the 30-day protocol, or if you have a success story that you want to share. Now would be a good time. So we do have this protocol as a downloadable file, right? We have a PDF file that you can download. So if you want to get it, you can just email us, and then we will send you a copy of that.
Yeah. Maybe we can even take the participants here and make sure that everybody receives one. But yeah, make sure that if you're not seeing it, just hit up support@qlifestore.com and we'll make sure we get that over to you. So, what else? Robert, Mary, Jennifer, what are you guys up to? Lan, yeah, we'll make sure we email it to you. Mary, do you want to ask your question out loud? Feel free to. I'm not sure if you can raise hand, maybe.
We can invite them to talk. Let's see. Mary has a question. Let's see if I can invite her. How do I do that? Mary. Promote them to panelist.
There's Mary.
Do you see her?
Yeah, I just saw her there for a moment. Mary, do you want to unmute and ask your question? Oh, where'd she go?
She's right there. There she is.
Oh, yeah. We see you. I think we can.
Hi.
Yeah.
The question that I had was I you know what I forgot. Wait a minute. I wanted to ask a question about the water that you were drinking because you had mentioned that it you was putting something in it.
Yeah, I
Not
put minerals in it, and the other thing that I do is I have this water setup that I created a video before. I think you can see on YouTube, but I put the coils on either side of the water, and I run the regenerate frequency, the sound of the sun frequency. So this is both frequency structured, and I also drop some humic fulvic acid mineral complex in there.
okay. You said human folic. Human.
Fulvic, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I wanted to know, and I can't remember what it was. I'm
Mary,
just. I'm a little shy.
do you already use cheek oils?
I don't. I don't. I've been studying herbs and just doing other things to help my health because
Okay.
I'm half blind. But I got the pain down from actually doing the what you just told us about. So I was already doing all that because I do the breathing and you know, I try to make sure that I'm calm and relaxed so that when I fall asleep, I'll be able to, because I believe that we heal when we sleep.
We definitely do. And
Yeah,
I heard you that you're working with your eyes in I'm gonna try to do my best, like in this first quarter. We're going to start to put out advanced practitioner protocols. One of them is going to be focused on restoring eyesight. And I think that you're going to find that very profound. So if you do end up engaging with the technology, that will be one of the opportunities is really working with both frequency as well as complementary methods to restore our eyesight, to be able to dissolve cataracts, to be able to really improve our vision. So that's coming up later this year as well.
yeah, and I plan on, investing in the calls. I just, I'm not, financially stable right now, so I just get uh, disability, and it's not even more than 1,000. So, and I pay most of that all on my bills. But
I hear you.
I really would like to start a healing center, you know, because I've been studying herbs for a while, and I felt like that was helping, but I'm really, convinced now that the frequencies are better because I meditate and I do I do a lot of things, to try to do healing. And I just think that, especially when I went and visit in Minnesota because I'm in Texas right now.
Mary, I just want to make sure that we still have room for other people to also ask questions. Um, so I just want to, would it be okay if we also give, I see Jennifer was making some comments because we only have a little bit of time left.
That's fine. I'm fine. I'm sorry.
No, no, I love what you're sharing. I can hear and feel your passion. I'm sure that we're going to see each other again, and I really can't wait for you to experience this frequency technology yourself.
Yeah, can I just say one thing that I
Yes.
did experience all the cheat calls and everything. I experienced it when I took a trip to Minnesota.
Oh, very cool.
Mhm.
I
So
love that.
All right. Jennifer, you have something to share, right?
Jennifer wrote in the chat. I just want to make sure we don't miss that. So she earlier, Jennifer was sharing that she returned from emergency and she used our neck frequency and had her recovery instead of having surgery, which is very, very cool.
Mhm. See if she can come on. Hey, Jennifer, I promoted you can you start a video? Are you able to do that? Okay, if not, that's fine. So who else has something to share? Who else has a experience they'd like to share or a question?
Going once.
Going twice. Okay.
Hi, I don't know if you can hear me. Hello?
Lisa.
Yes, my name is Lisa Lopez. I'm in Austin, Texas. I do have a set of your chi coils, and I've been working with them. Finally, took me a moment to really get with them, but I'm enjoying working with them now. I wanted to ask, I didn't catch whether the the protocol you just outlined, is it basically, I don't know if it's a program, is it so it's just at this time a PDF that you're offering for us to follow and utilize?
Yes, right now the PDF is ready, and as soon as I can, we'll roll out the course as well. And the course is just going to be a complement to it. Everything is already there. So this webinar and having this webinar replay plus the PDF and the protocol kit, there's going to be 2 documents. It will be really clear and easy for you to follow along. Again, if you have any questions, if you email support at Chi Life Store, they'll forward it over to me, and we can make sure. It's always awesome. Like if all of you, as you're engaging with this for the first time and you have questions, you're like, hey, what about this? This will help to refine it, because I want to make sure it's so easy, so lucid, so unmistakable in terms of following it. But yeah, that's where we're at so far. Step 1.
Excellent. So, quick question along those lines. So, I work at a very rather stressful job in the legal field. So, I always find myself, I guess I'm learning more, becoming more mindful and learning more how to get myself from that stress level every day, practically, to get my body, my system. I mean, I could be, but you can feel it in your entire body. It's just it's rather interesting. So I appreciate what you shared today, and I'm looking. Do you think there's a way to eventually train your system where you could effectively, when you experience so much stress like that on a consistent basis, to learn to train yourself to get yourself back to calm your vagus nerve, to engage your parasympathetic system so that you're more relaxed and just do you think like following this kind of program would assist with that? It seems like it would, but
Yeah, let me answer that. So yeah, the short answer to is absolutely yes. So I mean, I've been through a lot of stressful situations and times in my life. I think everybody has, yeah. I mean, eventually your body will learn, and it's all about frequency, right? So it's all about tuning your frequency so that even when stressful situations come, it doesn't get stressed out as much. You'll get more stress because it's a stressful situation, but then, the peak stresses that you normally will feel won't be there anymore, right? So it's kind of like you have more control over it, or it doesn't affect you as much.
recognition, to relax, to
Yeah,
do
you're able
things.
to relax. I mean, sometimes, okay, a lot of times stress is there for a reason, right? Like, let's say you're working something legal, right? So, if something is important, that's why you're stressed, right? Something, you're waiting for something to happen, or something is of vital importance, and it's normal to be stressed. But I think what happens when you use the frequencies is it just calms you down mentally, so you can stop thinking about it, right? Because a lot of times we get stressed because we're just thinking about it too much. And a lot of times thinking about it doesn't really help.
Well,
Okay.
the being in your head thing, but yeah, it's just trying to figure the best way to just kind of implement a relatively quick system. Helps with either like self hypnosis and or the frequencies and or just
Yeah, I mean, it's so simple. With cheat codes, you can just have it playing 30 minutes a day or twice a day, like Boris recommended, or you can just have it play it in the background. A lot of people just have large coils play in their house in the background. They'll just give you that constant soothing energy, right? So it's constantly refreshing you, it's constantly relaxing you, it's constantly centering you, so that when stresses come, you're in such a foundational or default calm state that when stresses come, it doesn't affect you that much, right? Like right now, I feel that you are, you've been experiencing a lot of stress for a long period of time. You don't have time to relax. You don't have time to de-stress, right? Or you're looking for ways to de-stress that are fast, that are effortless, right? You don't have time to do a meditation. You don't have time to go to a yoga class or something like that, right? So that's perfect, right? Cheat codes are designed exactly for that. It's for people who don't have time, because it just uses the magnetic and frequencies to just calm your nervous system. It's that simple, right? So yeah, I think it'll definitely help you a lot.
Okay, and I'm also subscribed to the Chiari too. And what is the absolute best way to utilize the Chiari or the Chiari, or how do you pronounce it?
The Chiari, I don't know if there's a best way. I mean, we have 9 different frequencies and we have, 10 different intensities. I think the best way is it's just finding the one that makes you feel the way that you want, right? Because so we have something called I think there's a calm frequency on there or a soothing frequency on there. So just use that and test it out at different intensities and for different durations. Like for example, like when I work out, I would turn on the vital force one or the life force one. I forgot the name, but whenever I test it, right? Because I work out for an hour and a half, quite a long time. When I don't use it, I'm like dead tired after the workout. But then when I use it, I'm tired, but I can still do stuff, right? So like you can test it out, right? So basically just try it out. I don't know what frequency you're using now, but use that one for a day, for let's say 30 minutes to an hour and see how it goes. And then if you like it, use it a little bit more, right? And then you can start, once you pick out 2 or 3 of them, then you can kind of mix and match 2 or 3 of them together to find your best cocktail, so to speak. That's what I would do. I mean, essentially, I would find one that will give me energy when I'm tired, and then find one that will help me relax. Those are the 2 ones, right? And then, like that's basically all I really need, right? I need something to give me energy for my workouts, or when in the morning, I need one for my focus, so I can focus and get my work done, And then I need one to help me relax and detox, so that all the workout lactic acid goes away and I can recover and repair faster. So that's mainly those 3 things I need. So you can find like, okay, what are the top 3 things that you need, and then find the best frequency and combination that you know. And for that, it's so simple. You just click a button, right, and you can turn it on. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much. I really am definitely aligned with most of what you've shared this evening, so I absolutely appreciate that, and then looking forward to. I find myself actually drinking this salt and adding your salt to water, and I do different things with the water too. But this is it's wonderful and exciting, and I appreciate it, and I hope to eventually one day join and really open a center, help folks, because I definitely see that there's absolute need out there.
Yeah. Well, we have a practitioner course. Did you take that? You can start with that.
Yeah, but it's definitely I've looked through that through some of the courses that you do have, and I've been through some of them already. So
Okay.
yes, but thank you so much for taking a moment and chatting with me. Appreciate it.
Great. Thanks for coming on.
Absolutely.
All right. So, Quisha, you want to come on to share what you just posted there? Just turn on your mic. Um, okay, so Quisha, you can turn on your mic and you can talk. Let me see. Promote the manuals. Okay, but if she can't come on, she says, I went my I went ER. My blood pressure was 200 over 100. I had adrenaline problems. I came home and started using Chico, stabilized my adrenaline within 30 days. Okay. All right. You went to the ER because your blood pressure was so high, 200 over 100. That's really high, right? And then you came home and used Chico's and then it was stable. Adrenaline was stable.
Can you hear me now?
Well, there you
Yes.
go.
Hi,
Yeah.
how are you? Yeah,
Good.
I didn't know I had a blood pressure problem. I never had a blood pressure problem, but I was stressed like most people are out here. And so happened it was my adrenals. Um, the ER didn't know it was my adrenal, so I had to go to an endocrinologist. And at that endocrinologist, they had wanted to do a surgery to remove my adrenals.
Huh.
So I started using my tree coils. And upon using my tree coils within 30 days, it stabilized them. So it's really worth the investment for your
Oh, yeah.
health.
No, you don't want to
Yeah. So
remove your adrenals. You need those.
yeah. So um I live in New Jersey, so they wanted me to go to New York to get them removed. So I was so happy that I did invest in the Chicos. And
Amazing.
yes, it is amazing. It is amazing.
That's a
And
lot
I
of
like
time
the
saved and effort and pain.
yes. So I would like to thank you for having these
It's fantastic.
frequencies and rights available for us
So
here.
you measured your blood pressure and it's good?
It's good now. Everything's good. It was just stress. My adrenals was just shot out. After a while, you know, the body goes through its changes and it can't take but so much. So what we have to do is find things and to cope with, to help
Can
us
you just
throughout.
can you describe how you feel, right, when you use the cheat coils and how your feelings changed and how that stress went away, like the that experience?
You don't think about it after you go through it. You just start to move on with your life. And the best part about it, I wasn't scared because I had something that I know that I can work with. So I was able to work with Ash, and she gave me the protocols for this solution. So it is beneficial to have this.
So what happened to that
Mhm.
stress? Did it go away? Like, but did the stressful situations go away? Like, what happened?
It went away gradually. It was a gradual process, but within 30 days, it it moved quicker. If I have it, I think I would still be stressed, but I have it. So it actually worked.
Amazing.
And the
Do you,
stress, I'm not tensed. I don't feel my heart jumping because when you have adrenal problems, you have pituitary problems, you have heart problems, and you may be all whacked out. All of them are off, of course. So I could just I'm just speaking for myself and my personal experience. That's how I felt personally. So I
great.
don't feel that my heart is not racing, and I don't feel that fear in my heart, or I don't feel fear.
All right. So panic attacks
So
and
I was
fear,
able
no
to,
more, no of those. No of those.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So when you feel your heart jumping, you're thinking of a heart attack, and like that. Um, when you got blood pressure and you never had blood pressure, and it's like 200 or 100, and you're in an emergency room, and they can't even get it down, and the lady asked me, "Hey, have you ever had this problem before?" I said, "No." So you will really learn that stress plays a big factor, and sometimes the doctor don't know what's wrong with you, and you have to. Um,
But they're going
I
to take
guess
out your
right
adrenals.
now,
They know that.
yeah, I guess right now we
It's
all
like your
have
car is
to
not
be
working. Let's
out.
take the tires off.
Yeah. So I really think we all must think about our bodies as a mechanic. We have to do a lot of research, you know, to find out other alternatives out here for us. Besides when the doctor said, "Oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that," you know, have something in, as he said, in your pantry, right, Boris?
Yeah.
Have something in your pantries that you can pull out and use it and get some assistance on the right protocol that is needed.
All right, awesome.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
great to hear your story. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
we have time for one more. Anybody else? Time for one more. If not, that's okay. Who else has something to share? We got Matthias, Pamela, Tina. They haven't shared yet. Gabrielle, Joy. Any one of you want to share for a minute? I'm just like pointing them out, calling them out. Okay. Just press the unmute button on your Zoom if you want to share. Okay. Well, I think that's all for today. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you, Boris, so much for creating this protocol and supporting us, everybody in our community with education, with your knowledge, with your amazing experience and expertise. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just so happy that now we have this amazing protocol that everybody can use. It's so simple too, that there's no guesswork. It's just clarity, right? You just follow the 30-day protocol. There's only 4 weeks, right? Just 4 different things you need to do, and then you'll get what your goal is. It's that simple in 30 days or less. So I can't wait to hear more amazing wellness stories, transformation stories from you. If you're watching this webinar later on, make sure you go to or just send us your review, and we'll share it with our community. We will just take a screenshot or something, or make a video. Go on TikTok, go on YouTube, make a video, share about your experience, because other people need to hear. There's other people that are probably unwell and going through what you're going through, and they need somebody's help. They need a solution, right? They don't want to get their adrenals removed, right? So, and you could save them that trip that they have to go, to some other city to get some surgery that they never actually really needed, right? You could be the person that tells them and shows them there's a different way. So I'm just very excited to hear about your story, and like I said, very excited about 2026. We're going to be growing in ways and exploding in ways that we've never done before as a company, as a community, and I'm looking forward to meeting and talking with you a lot more this year. All right. So if you want to get the PDF, make sure you email us or opt in. If there's a video, opt in here with your email, and then we can get it to you. Book a consultation to get your 30-day protocol. We can do it, if you're not sure, even with the PDF, we actually offer a free consultation to give you your protocol. So we will actually interview you and then actually create the protocol for you and customize it to you. So if you want that, just make sure you book a consultation with one of our advisors. All right, so that's all. Use the chi and prosper. Have a good night.